During a vigil held on Saturday night, Prince Harry had the Queen's ER initials removed from the shoulder of the military uniform he was donning. Led by William, the Prince of Wales, the Queen's 8 grandchildren walked in the succession order. Prince of Wales was followed by his brother, the Duke of Sussex, who was succeeded by Princesses Beatrice and Eugene, Lady Louise and Viscount Severn, and Peter Phillips and Zara Tyndall. Eagle-eyed viewers noticed ER was missing from Harry's shoulders, while disgraced Prince Andrew wore full military regalia with Her Majesty's initials during the ritual at Westminster Hall on Saturday. The blow to the Duke of Sussex was further strengthened by the fact Prince Andrew, who's also stepped back from royal duties, was allowed to keep the royal cypher on his uniform during an earlier vigil held for the late monarch. But there's been confusion as to the reasoning behind the move. It's understood the absence of the cypher is because of dress regulations, as opposed to a direct snub of the prince. Andrew, who's also not a working royal, retained his rank as a vice-admiral when the Queen stripped him of all his honorary military titles, including Colonel of the Grenadier Guards. This means he was allowed to wear the Queen's initials on his shoulder when the King made an exception for his brother to wear full military uniform during the vigil of the princes on Friday. The Duke of Sussex was, however, understood to have been devastated to find his beloved grandmother's initials had been stripped from the shoulder of his uniform. The late monarch's ER initial remained on Prince William's uniform. A friend told, "He's heartbroken to remove his grandmother's initials. It feels very intentional." The ER initials are traditionally only worn by those in service of the monarch, which could explain why the Duke of Sussex no longer has the initials displayed on his uniform. Initially, the tribute was not part of the plans, however it appears that the 8 wanted to honour their grandmother. The grandchildren are not the first family members to have done this. The parents have held 2 vigils of the princes and princesses, one in Edinburgh, Scotland, and the second at Westminster Hall. The vigil of the grandchildren is the first tribute by a reigning monarch's grandchildren. In 2002, the Queen Mother's grandsons did the vigil of princes as she did not have sons. Royal expert Angela Levin claimed that Prince Harry is said to feel homesick and that he misses his family after losing contact with military friends. The Queen's death has provided Prince Harry a gigantic olive branch to reconnect with members of the royal family, but Harry must apologise before they can move forward. Expert Levin said, "In the wake of the Queen's death, Harry has been catapulted back into the fold of the family, and King Charles and Prince William have provided a gigantic olive branch. I think William has behaved with enormous decency. Harry is 6th in line and has been positioned as such. But for stability to be forged, there has to be a compromise from both sides, but mostly from Harry. I'm told Harry is homesick and misses family, friends and the military, who he is no longer in close contact with." Levin also cited the need for a compromise should Harry return to active participation in the firm. Levin continued, "For Harry to come back, there would need to be a lot of compromise, and that's the one thing he doesn't seem to want to do. He would need to change his behaviour, agree not to leak conversations with his family, and not use his title for commercial gain. Something he did promise the Queen that he wouldn't do, but which has been largely ignored. If Harry won't listen, I can't see it working itself out, and this fantastic opportunity will be lost forever. It's now or never."